My job mostly entails promoting SelectTV and SelectTV.com and the streaming TV kits, and mostly
Bro.
My name is Jamie Olofson. I am the marketing lead here for SelectTV and streaming TV kit. I've been working here 1 month and 2 days, and I think it's about 6 hours. My primary job is promoting subscribers to both SelectTV and promoting Value TV, and also helping with the marketing and strategy plans for streaming TV kit.
What has been your favorite project you have been involved with here at FreeCast?
One of my first projects was just to kind of get a sense of all the consumer touch points. I started working through it, and I kind of felt like I may have been, for the first week, really hated by development. And not that my favorite, but it definitely remembered that I need to not point out all the flaws in some of the apps and functions. And basically what it was a technical thing that I found in the onboarding where it was kind of buried, and it wasn't that big of a deal, but I was like, hey, I found something, I'm doing good. And then it wasn't that good, but we got it fixed, we're good. And everything's running smoothly. It has no impact on our consumer, but it was something internally that I'd found on the onboarding process.
How did you come to work here at FreeCast?
For the past year, with everything going on with COVID, I left the previous job, and I went into, I'm gonna be a stay-at-home dad and become the lunch lady for my kids, and that was kind of my COVID mindset. And then once things started opening up, I was looking for jobs, and actually Randy here reached out to me and found my resume online and said, hey, would you be interested in talking? And the interview process and getting hired was a lot quicker than I've ever had before, where I came in and within days had a job, and said, well, this is great. Pretty quick, but I kind of stumbled into this role.
What is the best part of working here at FreeCast?
Outside of the unlimited pretzels, I'm really enjoying the people. Like, I think everyone has a common goal to make things good for the consumer. There's an honest dialogue about where we need to go. There's an honest dialogue about what we are. And there's also a sense of kind of hope and expectations that there's great things coming. And that sense is really kind of fun to kind of work with the team and everyone kind of sharing that dialogue and optimism.
What is the best career lesson you've learned so far?
It boils down to what someone taught me early on, and it's focus on the details that matter. It takes some time to understand which ones matter and which ones not, because you all know that one person who focuses on every detail out there and they kind of spaz out. But if you have a very clear strategy, very clear direction on what's important about what you're trying to do, the details surrounding that to get to that goal are what's important, and you can kind of fluff off the other stuff and say, hey, that's not necessarily important, or we don't need to spend as much time. So it really helps your focus and your allocation of a resource, which is time, is the only thing that we don't have an endless amount of. So focusing on the details of what matter is probably the biggest kind of lesson and thing that I carried with me through my whole career.
Before working here, what was the most interesting or bizarre job you've had?
I used to walk stilts, and one of the most fun things and stressful things was I walked stilts in the Super Bowl halftime show, and I got about 1/10 of a second of fame in the halftime show, and all I could think of is don't fall, because the stage was 10 feet tall, I was 10 feet tall, and I didn't want to be that guy on national TV who fell over and planted his face into Stevie Wonder at the time. So I accomplished that, did not embarrass myself, the performance went well, but I'd say probably the most bizarre thing I did in my career before getting into marketing was walking stilts in parades and shows and doing backflips and tricks and performing, and then ultimately needing back surgery, so I'm not recommending it to my kids.
If you could switch jobs with anyone at SelectTV, who would it be?
I think from the entrepreneurial standpoint, which is exciting about here, would be Bill, and just the excitement around doing that. But I'm sure a lot of people have said that. And honestly, just even working with smart people, like I work with Chad and Kyle, like the knowledge that those guys have regarding the front end and the user interface and stuff, like I'm learning stuff from them daily. So maybe them, maybe a little bit of everyone right now.
What is your favorite feature on SelectTV?
When I first started and I started to learn about SelectTV, I went home and I put it on my TV and I sat with my son he's a chatterbox like me. And so he kept asking about it. I'm like, well, we can put, Hulu in here. We can put our Amazon Prime membership. We can put our Netflix. And having access to that in one place is been kind of cool. So I think that's definitely my favorite feature, is having access to all of the paid subscribers that I have and kind of having that technology to do it. And it's fun at night now. My son comes home and, hey, Dad, can we use your app? Can we watch TV?
Do you stream TV shows and movies often?
I don't ever not stream. It's almost weird and archaic to watch live TV. I got stuck in a hotel once and I figured I had to watch the shows and wait for that show to get over, and I wanted to throw the TV out the window. So pretty much all my TV viewing experiences in streaming.
Do you still have cable in your house? And if so, why?
We do, because NFL. We have DirecTV. I'm a Buffalo Bills fan. Living in Florida, the only way to get to see the Bills is if they play Miami, Jacksonville, or Tampa, or you get the package. So we got the package.
If someone asked you why they should get rid of cable, what would you tell them?
It's archaic. Like, you don't have a choice. Like, it's an antiquated system that doesn't really exist anymore. And just because of the powers of those who create it, it's forced into people's homes. But the choice of streaming TV and using internet provided content, it puts it back in the consumer. I mean, I think on my DirecTV, I've got 16 billion channels and I watch the Bills. And that's it. And so everything else is through my streaming services and content that I want, or kind of genres that I want.
Describe SelectTV in one sentence.
My definition of SelectTV is it's your entertainment control center. And I like control center because I always want to be an astronaut. So I like that idea of sitting in a spaceship and watching TV.
What are you watching right now?
Turn.
Washington Spies, right?
Yes, Revolutionary Spies.
Mm-hmm. Favorite office snack?
Pretzels.
Pretzels, naturally.
It's unlimited. Yeah, well, they were holding on to the pretzels for a little while.
Yeah.
Everyone talked about pretzels. I didn't see the pretzels. Now I see the pretzels and I'm eating them.
Pack your lunch or eat out?
Oh, eat out. There's a lot of good food around here.
Business casual or just casual?
Depends on the day. Mostly BC.
Sports? If so, what's your favorite sport to watch?
NFL, Buffalo Bills.
Gotcha. Sorry about the last 20 years, but you're doing great this last couple of years.
Hey, it's how you finish the game, right?
Going to a movie theater pre-COVID or staying home and watching a movie?
Staying home watching TV.
Staying home watching a movie? Okay. Binge watching or savoring it?
Oh, binge.
Drama, comedy, action, or horror?
Dramedies.
TV shows or movies?
I like TV shows. I like the binge watching. Movies are just too short now.
I agree. You get more content out of the TV shows. I agree.
Yeah. Better stories.
Yeah. If you have any superpower, what would it be?
Oh, invisibility.
Invisibility.
Yeah.
Good things, right?
Yeah. And I can hide from my kids.
You're in the universe of the last show you watched. What is it? Are you safe?
No, I'm not. The universe is 1591 period piece with witches and vampires that I watched with my wife, and I'm pretty sure I'm dead from a vampire.
That's fair. What's the name of that piece?
Discovery of Witches.
Discovery of Witches.
Yeah.
Okay. We appreciate your time. Thanks so much, Jamie.
Thanks. You guys know I used to work at Disney, right?